I mean, I'd sign up for the Cooper Kupp type for a year just because I don't think he's even close to the same player. Even the guy that beat you for the long touchdown in Foxboro this year, I don't think he's that guy anymore. But I know what kind of work he's going to put in, and he might only catch 45 passes, but if it rubs off on Polk and Baker and Pop, and like you get some development there that you didn't get last year, then it's worth more than just the 45 catches.
So I'm glad you brought up Cooper Kupp, because I heard something last night, and this is not to be slow and dramatic and build up because there's not a huge payoff here at the end, that Cooper Kupp is a bit curious about what it would be like to play in New England. And this is because if the Rams do not find a trade partner by tomorrow, Wednesday, they'll cut him, and then he's free to sign anywhere. And I think it's important to remember for a guy at his stage of his career who's made a lot of money, won a Super Bowl, he can kind of go wherever he wants. There's no one dictating factor that you look at a guy like Milton Williams. He's 25, hits the market for the first time. He's going to go to the highest bidder. This is a guy who's gotten pretty much everything you could want. He might want to go live somewhere warm with no state income tax, or go closer to home, or be with someone like his old college receivers coach is now in Dallas. I don't know, which also might fit some of those criteria. But he has some connections to New England. He is curious about what it would look here. How serious that interest is, I don't know. But I am more open to the Patriots possibly being a Cooper Kupp suitor, even though you look and go, there's some overlap in the slot. Demario Douglas, first of all, Demario Douglas should not keep you from signing Cooper Kupp for all the reasons you just eloquently outlined. Okay, he would be your best receiver. Figure it out. If you need to play tight bunch formations the entire season so they're both able to have two-way goes, do it. But to me, I think this would, from a perception standpoint, not necessarily on-field product, and from a culture standpoint, really change the way we look at the Patriots offseason. Because this goes from anyone who's giving them a C+, B-, where I am at for right now, and they'll have the draft, and that's going to be huge, to just a solid B and above. And that's great for them. Does it happen? I don't know. I still would not count it as likely, but it sounds like he's listening, and we'll see where it goes.
Yeah, I mean, I would have I don't. He's not dramatically changing your on-field product in terms of what, like, I don't see him as a 90, 100, 110 catch. He won the Triple Crown 3 years ago, and he hasn't come close to staying healthy for that time or having the same production. Second half of last year, he was like not involved in their offense, which is kind of crazy. But there's a lot of value add for the other stuff. And then if you can sort of squeeze some more good football out of him, even if it's not on a week-to-week basis, then I think that's something that you absolutely have to consider, should consider. And just like the Mac Hollins conversation, Pop, if you want to think that like it's just your spot, why? What have you done just yet? Oh, he caught 66. What have you done just yet? You caught 66 passes on a 4-win football team. You showed up your quarterback a few times. Like, let's come back to reality. Like, you could be something more, but you got to learn how to be something more. And this guy will push you to do that. And if it doesn't rub off on you, then you were never part of the solution anyways.
Yeah. So I've got my antenna up. That's all that is to say. And I think the Patriots see the value. That's a guy who I don't even think you need a connection to the staff to know that.
That works for you.
How many weird phrases do we use this time of year, by the way? I think you and I have talked about this, like kicking the tires. Why is anyone ever kicking a tire?
I think that, God.
Got my antenna up.
Like, got my antenna up is like, where did the hell did that come from?
Yeah. It's like a broken record.
Who kicks the tires? I'm looking it up right now.
And I ask you this because I know you don't know, that when the kids are doing the motion to take a picture, it's no longer what you and I would do, hold up the old camera and then go click. It's just like your phone. You just hold it up as if you have a phone in your hand and it's empty, and that's the signal for photo. Anyway, something I thought I would teach you here today, even though you've learned a lot.
Clearly.
Cooper Kupp, they don't need to call around. High character guy, hard worker, is going to bring as much as he can. Like whatever he's got, you're going to get. That's the type of player the Patriots want. So that's where we are.
I'm not going to lie. They had us in the first half. After agreeing to terms with the Carolina Panthers, former Eagles defensive tackle Milton Williams decided to pivot to the Patriots after being offered a 4-year deal worth $104 million, making him the third highest paid defensive tackle by average annual value and the highest paid Patriots player by average annual value in team history. Lindstrom comes out of his stance with both hands out in front, and Milton Williams decides to counter by first swiping to knock the guard off balance, then continuing to swipe away the hands, getting underneath Lindstrom, and taking down Kirk Cousins for a sack. Make sure to become a Patriots Press Pass member so you'll get full access to this Milton Williams deep dive as well as all of our other exclusive content.